Okay, Jonathan, let's do a little bit of work here. Okay. So first I thought we'd start out with a brain teaser. I call it Stump the Teacher. You want to try to stump me first, or you want me to try to stump you first?
Stump you.
Okay. So here's how it works. The questions are on one, and then the answers are on the back.
Okay.
Okay? Tell me when you're ready.
In computer language, what's the smallest unit of information called?
In computer language. So it's not a RAM, it's not a... I know RAM, and I know
Crap, I lost.
I give up. What is it?
Crap, I lost.
You lost the answer?
It's a bit.
A bit. Okay. All right, now it's my turn. All right, let's see. You eat your cereal there, Rod. Try to figure it out.
Oh yeah. Take a bite.
How many years are in a decade?
10.
Well, shoot, I thought you would know that. Okay. All right, so what I have here in front of you is called question-answer relationship. Okay? And so there's 4 different categories. Okay? There's right there. There's search and locate, author and me, and on my own. So notice how on the graphic organizer it has 2. It has, this is right in the text, okay? Right there. You can point to it. It's right in the text. The answer is right there. Same thing with search and locate. They might be in 2 different places, but you can find it right in the text, here and here, and put them together to make the answer. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
In my head is something that's implied. So between something the author is implying and your prior knowledge, you can figure out the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, on my own means that you don't even have to read the passage to answer the question. Like, let's say it was Christiana High School is considering wearing uniforms. Okay, and on my own question might be, should high school students have to wear uniforms?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't need to read that article to answer that question, right? Okay. And at the bottom here, it gives you some really good sentence starters if you had to write some on my own questions, okay, or question answer relationship type questions. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a story about a guy who woke up late one day. Okay.
Don't we all have those days?
It doesn't that happen for everybody, right? It's a bad feeling. All right, so I want you to read that story out loud for me.
David woke up 15 minutes late. As soon as he saw the clock, he jumped out of bed and headed for the shower. Afraid he'd missed the bus again, he looked in the dryer for his favorite jeans, but they were actually still in the washing machine. Dang, I told my sister to put my stuff in the dryer. Now what am I going to wear today? After settling for a pair of baggy shorts and an Aero rugby shirt, he grabbed a bag of chips and soda from the kitchen and searched frantically for his history book. When he found it, he put it in his backpack, along with his breakfast, his hat, and his lucky deck of cards. As he ran to the bus stop, he told himself, I will not stay up late watching wrestling anymore.
Okay, so that's your passage. All right, so let's do this together, all right? So the first question is going to be, what did David do as soon as he saw the clock, all right? So looking at the article, I want you to do a right there. Is that a right there question or a search and locate question? What did David do as soon as he saw the clock?
Jump out of the shower.
Okay.
Jump out of bed.
He jumped out of bed because look, it's right there.
Yeah.
You can put your finger on it. And another thing with right there questions, they're usually right on the same line. Sometimes they carry over to the next line in the sentence, but it's usually in one sentence on one line.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. What did David tell himself as he ran to the bus stop? And then I want you to find it in the text and I want you to point to it and tell me what kind of question you think that is.
He will not stay up late watching wrestling anymore.
Okay.
That's a search and locate.
Is it a search? Okay, point to it and tell me. Okay. Is it all in one line?
Mm-hmm.
Is it right there? You can put your finger on it.
Yeah.
So it's a right there question,
Oh.
right? Remember, search and locate, I might have to go like, okay, I'll give you an example of a search and locate question. How did David get ready to leave the house? Okay, look at your text again, your passage, and tell me, how did David get ready to leave the house?
He looked in the dryer.
Okay, and then what?
And
Is that all he did to get ready?
no,
What else did he do?
his jeans aren't dry, so
Okay.
he
And
had
then
to
what
wear
else did he
another
do?
pair of pants.
Okay, so he got dressed, and then what else did he do?
I don't know.
Well, look at the text.
Grabbed his lunch.
Okay, so he got dressed, grabbed his lunch, and what else did he do? Got to keep looking at the text.
Well, take a shower.
Is it in the text?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh crap.
Okay, in the shower. There it is right there. So there's one, okay? And then somewhere down here you said he packed his lunch. Here's where you said he put on his shorts and his rubby shirt. He packed his lunch, chips and soda. And he did one more thing. What did he do?
I ran to the bus stop.
What did he do before he ran to the bus stop? He took one more thing with him.
He searched for his history book.
Right, and put it in his what?
Bag.
Well, along with what?
With his lucky deck of cards.
Right.
And lunch.
So did you notice how many different places you had to look in the text to find all those answers for that one question?
Yeah.
That's an example of search and locate. Okay, the answers are right there in the text and you can put your finger on them, but they're not all in one place. Okay, you had to look all through the text to find it, didn't you? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're going to think about an author and me question. Where was David going that morning?
To work.
Okay. What makes you think he was going to work?
Because or to school. Either to school or to work.
Okay, which one do you think it is? Look at the
I
text.
think it's school.
Why do you think it's school?
Because, wait, crap.
What did he?
He had a history book.
He had a history book, right?
And he had to pack a lunch, so.
And he had to pack a lunch, okay. And then it says he ran to the
Bus.
bus stop. Now, it could have been like a dark bus or something. We don't know, okay? But I think the history book is kind of your giveaway that, yeah, he was getting ready for school. All right, that's an example of author and me. How did you know to associate a history book with school?
Because you learn about history and you use history books in school.
Right, so that's your prior knowledge. The author didn't tell you that, I didn't tell you that, and the text didn't tell you that. That's using your prior knowledge and hints or clues that the author gave you, right? All right, now the last one's going to be an on my own question. Should teenagers be allowed to watch TV on school nights?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have to read the article to be able to answer that question?
No.
No, that's kind of your opinion and based on maybe your prior experiences and so forth, right? Maybe, like you said, everybody's had those mornings where they've overslept and almost missed the bus and, couldn't find everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about, should parents always wake their kids up in the morning?
Yes, because unless it's a weekend, because you gotta go to school someday.
All right, did you need
Unless the child is trying to learn self-responsibility, then he should be able to set his own alarm.
Yes. And did you need to read this to come up with that opinion?
No.
No. Okay. So again, you're going into high school, from middle school to high school. Okay. Your mom probably wants you to just start doing those things. So that's an example of an on my own.
That's what I've been doing. I've been setting an alarm.
I know you have. Okay, so an on my own question means you can answer the question without even looking at the text. Okay, it's not really associated. It's an example of where something like that might happen, but you don't need the text to answer that question.
It's just an opinion-based answer.
All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to use this same passage, and I want you to try to come up with one question from each category. And again, here's some sentence starters to help you, okay? Who is, what is, when did, search and locate. Give reasons why. How do you make? How did? Why does? Explain. Author and me. What do you think? Why? I wonder. What if? And then on my own. What do you do when? What can be exciting about? So if you want to use any of those sentence starters to help you create your sentences, that's fine too.
So like just make sentence like questions.
Yep, I just need you to do one question in each category from that story about David and his crazy morning. Okay? And I want you to write them so that I'm going to answer them. It's like you're going to teach me and I'm going to answer them by looking at the text. Or maybe not. If you have a question, let me know and I'll help you. You want to do the first one together?
I got
You
it.
okay? All right. So your first one is a right there question.
Yeah.
And it's a question whose answer is right in the text and it's easy to find. It can be anything you want.
Who is David? Wait! Sorry, I gotta deal with the dog. Okay, that works. Throw her toy and she goes. Oh.
Tell me if you need help, okay?
Okay.